Good morning, YouTube family. Welcome back to Sherman's Kitchen. I wish everyone a beautiful, blessed Tuesday morning. It's kind of chilly outside. It's early in the morning. I have a day off today, and what I like to do is come into the backyard, sit down, do a little bit of reading, and take in some fresh air. But you won't believe me, that is still August and the weather has drastically changed to kind of fall weather, which is making me very, very sad, knowing that summer is coming to an end and we didn't really get to enjoy a good summer because the weather starts to get cold and you actually need a sweater or a light jacket to come outside in the morning and in the evening. But I have a lot in the garden to share, so I came out and I was looking at the plant, how nice they're blooming and have vegetable on them. Hopefully I can get some more hot sunny days so I can still be able to harvest some more things from the garden. But I just want to share with you all what I have so far before I pick some stuff today. So let me show you what we have in the garden. The star of the show, I must share this patch here. Even when it's cold, it makes me feel like there's sunshine here. So my Corilla, as you guys can see, it's really, really nice and beautiful. And when the plant is running on the fence, I love to see that. It makes me feel a little bit like if I'm in a tropical country. So we have a few here, Corilla up here. There's a nice size one with two small ones. There's a lot of tiny ones between the vine. And there is a nice size one here, but check this one out. Check this nice big one. I have to pick it today because I don't want it to get ripened. I already have some Corilla seed for next year, so I really want to enjoy this one maybe and that one today. And my same plant, oh my gosh, it took off nicely from that little same plant that we had. And all this here is flowers that will turn into same. That's how the same plant goes. I have a nice bunch here. There's a bee on it that's gonna be ready by the end of this week, along with this bunch here. And then I have a few here that will be ready as well. And I have to go through the entire same vine to see if I have any other one. And then there's another bunch of flower and here as well, and I think the same will hold up for me until maybe I get all of these. Hopefully I'm keeping my fingers crossed. I waited a long time to get a good harvest from this garden, and I would really love to enjoy it. Oh, and I just noticed something. I had some beets in my refrigerator and they were sprouting. I had like 4 of them. I brought them out and I put them in my garden, and every time I planted them, the squirrel was coming and digging it up. I guess because beets are very nice and sweet, they were getting the scent. And I plant them right along the bottom here where I have my okra, and he dug up 3 of them. They had them all over the garden. I hide them under some dry grass that I pull out and they still got it. But I noticed there is one here growing successfully. This is the beet here. They didn't get that one, so I'm glad this one is out. And this is my okra plant. There is one here I'm gonna be picking today as well. And there was one earlier. I didn't pick the first one. I'm seeding it. So my mom said to just break it down like this and leave it to dry on the plant. So that's what I'm doing for seeds. And I'm gonna be picking this one. This is another one will grow, and then all those other ones. This one here, it already flowered. So a nice okra is gonna come out. And when I got these okra, they were very small because we bought plants late. Some of them I actually grow from seed, and some was given to me by friends. But these okra, I bought them, they were very tiny, and they took a long time to get big. Now look at them, they're racing each other to grow. So that's the thing, if we get more hot months in summer, we will be able to have lots more in our garden. But unfortunately, only 3 months of hot sunny weather, and that's all that we usually get for summer. I have a nice yellow of those marigold, and I have this beautiful bright orange color. And my squash have a lot of little tiny ones, like this one right here. And there's a lot all over with bunch of flowers. But guys, check that out. I had another one inside, but it didn't make it. And check this guy out. I couldn't wait to show you guys. Look at that. We usually hang our garden shovel here, and it happens that this squash is growing right next to it. There's actually a nice little one in the back there as well. And there's a lot more of little one all over the place. But if they're not pollinated properly, they don't make it. So when they get bigger, I'll show you guys. But check this, and I'm leaving it beside the shovel. Every day I'm looking at it, and squash really grow up quickly. Like today you can see a little piece like this, and tomorrow when you get up, you'll see how long it can grow quickly overnight. So look at that, a little bit more to go down to the bottom of the shovel, and I think that's when it's gonna be ready. And for all my Guyanese friends, if you know that song, Squash Long and Fine, that's exactly what this is. So the garden looked very nice and healthy. I still have some poi bhaji here, and then there's another squash here. Hopefully I'm gonna get it as well. I am trusting God that they will grow, because I would like to get at least 3 of them from this plant. And then the pepper is very nice and loaded. I can't wait to bite into one of these when I make a nice fish curry or something. And I can see there's more flowers coming out. And my bora took off just like that, from that little tiny bora plant to a nice big, look at this, it's running now. And this pepper plant had lots and lots of flowers, but I didn't see any pepper on it yet. Strawberries have a lot of little ones. I have to hide the sun from the camera. And there's lots and lots of little ones. Once the flower comes out, this little strawberry would come out right after. And then I have this other plant here too, with lots and lots of little ones. My tomatoes are getting ripened. I already picked one from the plant, and you can see all of them are looking nice and pink. This one is going to be ready, and hubby said to pick them out because he don't want us to miss anything. We waited a long time, so I guess I'm gonna do some picking today. And this was a sweet potato that I mentioned. It had some sprout and I planted it. It's coming nicely. It's running up there, and my new Edo plants, they are growing up nicely. I guess if the weather change, I'm gonna just pick the leaves to put in some cook up or something. Look at these nice big leaves here. And there's some ripened leaf. I shouldn't allow any leaf to get ripe. So that's how this one is looking, and I found out the solution for why the bees are dying. This plant here have like a sticky kind of liquid coming out on the leaves, if you notice, and it's attracting the bees and the flies. And because it's so sticky, whenever they try to go off, sometimes they can't get off. Actually, the stickiness is drying up now, but it was really bad, and that's what's killing the bees. Next year I'm rooting this out the garden. I don't want it here. This plant, I didn't plant it. This came by the squirrel, because I see some of it in the neighborhood, so I never planted this one, and it's attracting all the bees. I had this thyme plant, was given to me by my friend from church. It was actually struggling. The leaves were yellow for a long time, and we added some cow manure to it, and the leaves start getting nice and broad and green. So this one is going inside the house with me for winter. This rosemary will go inside with me along with the oregano. And if I notice that they're gonna dry up, then I'll blend them up and leave them in my freezer. And another big marigold. This is the yellow and orange. And my cucumber was very good to me. There's one right here. I just love this plant. It made me happy in the garden. We already harvest 7. There's one here. There's a nice size one here. And there is another one here. There is one here. And there is one here. And there is one behind that. And then there's a lot of little ones coming out on the new vines, but the weather is not looking promising, and the leaves are getting dry, if you notice, in this area. So I guess this is not gonna last too long. And then there's a nice big one here. I believe the air show is going on because I can constantly hear jet passing over me. So that's what my garden looked like. It is a kind of windy but sunny day. I will keep you guys posted for all the other harvests that I will get from my garden. I'm gonna be positive about it. So stay tuned for what I'm gonna be making with the things I picked today from the garden. I will be sharing a separate video for a recipe. I'm gonna be using all the things I'm picking from the garden today, so stay tuned for that recipe. And I'm gonna be picking the squash a few more days when it's nice and fully mature and long. I'm gonna tell you guys how many feet it is, but it is not ready yet. They grow really long, about 6 feet and more. So thank you all so much for your time. Have a beautiful day. If you have sunshine, enjoy some time in the outdoors. And if it's raining where you are, make a nice pot of soup and enjoy. If you're working today, have a smooth, successful, and safe working day. Take care. God bless. I love you guys. Bye for now.